taxpayer, a guy who votes like you. And I've been very concerned about things that I've been reading in the press regarding my government and the way it's conducting itself. And I want to talk about something specifically. People have asked me about this for, a couple of years at conferences that I give. And I've never really paid much attention to it. But I'm looking at an article from WorldNet Daily, and it's talking, the headline is Obama Building Internment Camps for Dissidents, Campaign Recruiting for Workers at a Civilian Resettlement Facility. And I checked this out, and I have it on my website, paulmcguire.com, where you can actually see a video of a recruiting video for the National Guard for people to be members or work as military officers, being kind of like guards at a detention camp or a confinement facility. Now, one of the ads at goarmy.com, and then there's another ad at the National Guard. So this is not this is government material. They're recruiting people for it. And this is what it says at goarmy.com. And listen to it, and you tell me what you think this means. I'm disturbed about it, especially as I saw the footage of guard towers and barbed wire and fences. The first thing I said to myself, who are they building these internment camps for? It says, quote, Internment Resettlement, IR specialists in the Army, are primarily responsible for day-to-day operations in a military confinement/correctional facility or detention internment facility. IR specialists provide rehabilitative health, welfare, and security to U.S. military prisoners within a confinement or correctional facility, conduct inspections, prepare written reports, and coordinate activities of prisoners/internees and staff personnel. They also are supposed to provide counseling. Well, what is this? We've heard about these FEMA concentration camps, and we've never really got an answer to what they are. They seem to have amped up the need for them because now they're actively recruiting men and women to work in these detention or internment camps. Who are these camps for? Are they just to arrest illegal immigrants? I don't think that's the case because they intend to legalize illegal immigrants right after the 2010 election because they know they can't get elected by doing it prior to the 2010 election. After the 2010 election, they're going to give amnesty or make legal all the illegal immigrants, and they'll have universal health coverage, etc. So I don't think the camps are for the illegal immigrants. Perhaps there'll be martial law, a terrorist attack, dissidents, riots in the streets. Well, I could understand building camps if society breaks down because of a WMD attack or a weather or earthquake or financial chaos or riots in the streets or terrorism or any number of things. I can understand the reason for camps like that. That at least is plausible and it makes sense. But I want to examine the nature of these camps in light of a steady barrage of information that's been coming out, because I see a very dangerous trend. And I talk about this in my book, The Day the Dollar Died, by the way. First of all, we have the Department of Homeland Security, and they had their right-wing extremism report. And in that report, they identify what they call extremists. Then I thought this was very interesting because I thought that the new administration, the Obama administration, was supposed to be open to the people and more friendly and accessible. I don't see them being open to the people. I see them abusing the people. And let me tell you why. A top Republican senator accused the Obama administration of collecting electronic data and building an enemies list of people who opposed its efforts at overhauling the healthcare system. Senator John Cornyn of Texas, who is chairman of the National Republican Senatorial Committee, urged the White House to stop any such effort and assure the public that it was not collecting names and emails of its critics. Now, there have been some reports saying that the White House has asked people to rat on or spy on their friends, and if people are sending out blogs or emails criticizing the health care proposal, that they want people who spy on their friends and neighbors to send it to the White House. Well, what's that? That sounds like Nazi Germany to me. That's not open. That's tyrannical. In fact, it's a violation, in my opinion, of the Bill of Rights and the Constitution of the United States. But let's continue on and see what other factors coincide with these FEMA detention camps and these camps that are being built. Now, I want to read you a couple of things, and I think it's important to get to them, and that is this idea of the right-wing extremist report. In that report, if you are against communist regimes, if you're critical of the Federal Reserve, if you're critical of the United Nations, if you're critical of Obama's policies, if you are pro-life, if you are patriotic, if you are a veteran of the Iraq War, you're a potential terrorist. In fact, when people were demonstrating at these tea parties, the Department of Homeland Security said, classify these individuals as low-level terrorists. So now we have a government which is operating in a manner which is in complete opposition to the Constitution of the United States of America. And I'm very disturbed about this, as I believe you are. Let me read you something from the Constitution. And we're going to do that in just a moment. My name is Paul McGuire, and you can go to my website, paulmcguire.com, for more information.